My name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. I hate Republicans. I hate Trump. And guess what? You got the wrong guy.
Does it seem a little funny to you that an empty firefighter suit is sitting there at the rally, and a retired firefighter was shot dead at the rally? Everybody is now asking who this guy in the gray suit is.
Local officers went up to that roof and started taking pictures of the dead body, of the shooter's body. So suddenly a guy in a gray suit walks up the ladder and goes up to the roof. And this guy in the gray suit, who didn't appear to have credentials, everybody assumed he was the Secret Service. So he tells one of the local law enforcement, send those pictures to this cell phone. And he gives him a number. And everybody assumed, oh, that must be Secret Service. It turns out it wasn't Secret Service.
Some guy in a suit walks up the ladder. They believed he was Secret Service. I'm not sure where they gave credentials, but that's part of again, Maria, this is so preliminary. I'm issuing this. I'm providing this information, a much more detailed timeline to prompt others to come forward. We need to complete this picture. We have a lot of puzzle pieces to fill in here.
Is it odd to you that the locals were being told to send the pictures to the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Agency, ATF? Where does ATF come in?
It's very odd. The oddity starts with the fact that local law enforcement were just tasked with securing the perimeter, told to go cover that AGR building, not really told where to set up, so they set up on the second floor. They went to that AGR building at 10:30 in the morning. So they were stationed there well in advance. You know, they noticed this suspicious character at 5:10. They took a photo of him at 5:14. The president was shot at 6:11. You know, so again, an hour has passed. You know, again, they don't communicate. They didn't have communication, same channels with their law enforcement patrol officers. They weren't in communication with the Secret Service other than going through the Butler County Communication Center. So again, it's everything you would assume about Secret Service protection of a former president was not true. It didn't happen.
Has the man who is reported to have been present wearing a gray suit, who allegedly requested a photo of the dead body of the assassin on top of the AGR roof, been identified?
I don't have that information.
Is that something that you've heard of?
No.
Were ATF agents present at the rally?
To attend or to work?
To work.
Not to my knowledge.
As you just heard, reporters and even U.S. Representative for Colorado's 3rd Congressional District Lauren Boebert claims a guy in a gray suit showed up after Trump was shot. This is not true. The guy in the gray suit was already at the rally before President Trump's rally began. And the vehicle he was seen standing beside is right near a white police ambulance that is going to follow Trump to the hospital. Trump was supposed to be taken to the hospital in this ambulance after he was shot. And if Trump wasn't dead because of the shooting, Trump was likely going to die in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. The guy in the gray suit is also close to those 2 rogue Pittsburgh cop motorcycles. And here are those 2 rogue Pittsburgh motorcycle cops who are at the rally without Pittsburgh police permission. Now remember this rogue bald cop on the right. Here is the guy in the gray suit. As soon as President Trump is loaded in his vehicle, the guy in the gray suit is still there. As soon as Trump leaves, so does the guy in the gray suit. Then the white police ambulance that the guy in the gray suit was near, begins to pull in the rally grounds. Trump is now leaving for the hospital, and the guy in the gray suit is also now gone, and here comes a white police ambulance. Here is another angle. As soon as Trump begins to pull away, that bald rogue Pittsburgh cop that I told you to remember runs over to where the guy in the gray suit was. And here comes the white police ambulance, and the guy in the gray suit is still there. The guy in the gray suit still there. This guy has a cheap watch, but it shows the time of day is 6:14 p.m. Trump is now gone and the guy in the gray suit is still there. And look who is with him. That rogue Pittsburgh bald cop who ran over to that area when Trump was leaving. Now watch closely, because here the rogue bald cop walks over and shakes the guy in the gray suit's hand. Here's the ambulance I told you about earlier. It was going to take Trump to the hospital had he been shot dead or seriously wounded. And it followed Trump's motorcade to the hospital.
So we're just trying to figure out what happened.
They're bringing Trump. You dirty mother. There goes Trump. There goes Trump. There goes Trump. He's going down! He's dead. I just seen his hair go up. They shot him in the head.